Hi Libra, welcome to your week ahead Taroscope with me, Raphael from Reydiant Reality. It's an absolute pleasure to have you. Thank you so much for being here. Thank you so much for joining me. Quick note, my readings are for your sun, moon and ascendant signs. So whether you're a sun, moon or rising sign Libra, this is for you. And I always advise that you watch all three to get a clearer, more complete picture of how they're going to speak to you. With that said, remember they are general readings. Not everything's going to resonate with everybody, and that is just fine. You should always use your own discernment. Before we start, as always, I would like to bless my deck of cards with all forms of love, light, peace, prosperity and abundance, and I pray that the messages that come through are ultimately clear and concise and they help me on the path to your highest vibrational good. So your key to the week this week is the Chariot card. The Chariot card has been very active this week, and you know, funnily enough, it does represent the sign of Cancer, which is the sign that rules the moon, so it kind of makes sense. I actually believe though on the wider world stage this will be some big news that happens around or to do with travel. So the travel industry is likely to have a shake-up. I wouldn't be surprised if we saw some sort of new travel like technology or something along those lines. Or yeah, just, you know, like it'll be interesting to see what it is. For it could be, you know, more sea by travel by sea. For you, more on a personal level though, this really does speak to this energy of getting things done. This is about you seeing something through to completion and finally being able to stand back and kind of look at it and say, wow, you know what, I've done that. This could be a great week for that. This is, I would actually say this week, my dear Librans, if you've got a deadline of some sort to meet, you could make more progress this week than you've made in months. I don't know why, but this really feels like a powerful week for getting something done, finished or complete. With that said, if you are a continued subby, you know Rafi loves you, and if you're new to my channel, please don't forget to like, share, and if you should so choose and it resonates, hit that subscribe button. For your actions and options this week, you have the 9 of Wands. Whatever it's cost you to get something over the finish line, whether this is your time, your resources, your energy, this is a powerful moment of realization. And I kind of feel like this is for a lot of you, whatever deadline you're meeting, whatever project you're finalizing, ending or completing, there's something here that almost suggests to me that it's like you're in a space where it's like, okay, you know what, I've finally managed to do this, and in doing so I have healed or completed a part of myself. This is one of those, you know, whether it's an essay, whether it's a piece of work, a book, a blog, like something that you've been working on for a while, and it's like it's taken me forever to get to this point, but now that I've done it, something in me feels like it is whole. Something in me feels like I've done that thing that I needed to do to get out of myself, right? And we all have multiple moments of this in life, but I feel like for you this has been one that's been waiting to be completed for some time. For your communications and conversations, you've got the 3 of Wands right underneath the Chariot. That's travel energy, baby. That is travel energy. So this is great. For some of you, this is literally planning a trip, finalizing touches to trips or journeys that you've been meaning to take. For some of you, this may actually be a journey of healing as well. It's very possible because you've got that 9 of Wands here. This could see you returning to a place from your past in order to close down a previous chapter in some way. The other thing as well, because the 3 of Wands is actually a very lucky card, and coupled with the Chariot, this is a business venture or endeavor that has every single chance of success should you go for it. If you are looking to publish a book, if you're looking to get some sort of work out there, some body of work out there into the world, it really doesn't surprise me, and more importantly, it stands every chance of doing very, very well. I'm really excited for you. So for those of you that are studying or in any form of academia, this is really about you giving the best and brightest of yourself to your studies, right? That 3 of Wands is asking you to expand your vision. It's asking you to really think about where you are playing small and going for broke. For those of you that are employed by somebody else, same diff, but this is you looking further afield. Like, if they're not going to be able to promote me here, if they can't give me the salary that I want, no problem. I'll dust out and I'll find it somewhere else. No problem. When it comes to those of you that are business owners, entrepreneurs, solopreneurs, people that work for themselves, I actually feel like this is a moment of honesty where you are maybe looking at your business and kind of saying to yourself, you know what, I've maybe been coasting a little. It's been great. It's been good. I've needed the break. I've needed the time or the rest. But this is where you decide to take it up a notch, where you decide to really, you know, take it up a gear. And I like this because this isn't the usual sort of ringing in my head with the Chariot of like, well, you know, pride comes before a fall, or, you know, if you go too fast, you end up at the tower. I don't feel that from this. It's just like, this is where things go up a gear and you're okay with that. It's like you can handle the speed and the rough terrain, right? For those of you that are retired and no longer working, I mean, one way that this could show up for some of you is that you decide to go back to school, not because you have to, but because you choose to. This is about getting back into the learning seat. For some of you, this could be taking a gamble or a risk that feels like it's meant to be taken right now. And it's not, again, like it's not something that you're doing because you feel you have to. It's like, you know what, let me remind myself that life is to be enjoyed and that there is still much to do on this journey. For your love and relations, you have the Nine of Swords, and you've got this under the Nine of Wands. 2 nines represents receipt. So I will say, when it comes to a partner and or a loved one, for those of you that are partnered, married, or in long-term commitments, this could be a time where something that has come up for your partner or needs to be considered, you know, with your partner. I kind of get the feeling that this is either their work or their business. Maybe something's coming up, like a potential lawsuit, or do you know what I mean? And it's like, there's something about this that feels familiar. I would go back over paperwork, documentation, look at things around that period that this person's saying that something either went wrong or whatever. It's not that I'm not going to sit here and say like, oh, it's a baseless accusation, because I don't know the ins and outs of it. What I am saying is, if you look through all of your receipts, your documents, your paperwork, etc., you may find a discrepancy that puts your partner in the clear. So I guess the reason that you're worried about the partner this week may be because something is brought against them. It's looking to be mostly foundless, but at the same time, you know, we have to do our due diligence because it may actually be the case. Just watch out. For those of you that are single and looking and ready to mingle, that Nine of Swords with the Chariot card, this could be... it could be somebody that brings out some of maybe your darker, more unconscious traits. If you've been following my Birth of the Zodiac series over Instagram, Facebook and YouTube in the community tab, I've been talking about the signs. So we started with Aries and we talked about the light and the dark. And the dark side of anything and anyone can be sexy and alluring and sensual and, you know, all of the, you know, even a little bit taboo. This kind of feels for me, especially because you've got the Three of Wands there, which means it could be a lot of fun. But this may be somebody that doesn't necessarily bring out the best in you, but brings out the parts of you that you suppress quite often, or maybe a little heavily. So, you know, maybe your dark side is coming out to play this week, and it could be great providing you are aware that that needs to be integrated. I hope that makes sense. For your money and materials, you have the King of Wands right underneath the Three of Wands. This is a week for you to shine, Libra. It's a week where financial assistance could come through people in positions of power and authority, but it's going to require you to go big. You can't play small. Like, this is a week for you to be noticed. It's a week for you to put yourself out there. So if a boss or an area manager or whatever is coming to your place of work, you make damn sure that you shine this week, so that when people look at you, they're like, yeah, why aren't we giving this person a pay rise? Right? Like, you'll have an opportunity to turn this around if you truly want to stay where you are. But the Three of Wands and the Chariot, they're really asking you to think further afield, because I'm not going to go as far as to say that you're wasted where you are, but you could definitely think about improving your prospects. When it comes to your physical health and vitality, King of Wands is energetic, fiery, passionate. With the Three of Wands close by, lots of fun, very vibrant, lots of energy. That Nine of Wands, just watch out for slips, trips and falls, specifically with the, like, you know, groin injuries, lower back injuries. Like those things are so annoying because they take so long to heal. Just make sure, you know, if you're going out and stuff, or you're, you know, trying sports, or you're getting back into a sport, do your stretches, you know, all of that stuff. It's boring as hell, I know, but it's really fundamental. All right, so look after yourself. And then when it comes to your home and environment, this is entertaining energy, this is invite energy, this is you being invited to places that are at a distance. This could also be an invite that comes in about a holiday, which could be really exciting. With that said, I wish you an abundance of all of that good stuff. Have a fantastic week. Let me know in the comments how it shapes up. Take care, and I'll see you soon.